Hi, YouTube.
Hey,
Welcome.
Woo,
Thanks for
wee.
joining us.
Yes.
We had a juicy one today, wasn't
Yes.
it? It was nice
Yes.
and fun.
healthy dating
Oh
habits.
my gosh,
Yes.
lots of fun. Healthy
Yes.
dating habits.
Yes.
Yes.
And we have been having dates with you every Sunday. Yeah.
Okay.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Anticipating your return.
What? Oh my. Okay. Yes. Wow. Okay. We're all feeling a little crispy.
Okay. Just a little.
Just a little.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah,
all right.
so
It's all good. All
It
good.
is.
Okay. So we had a really good show around healthy dating habits. We did kind of share some things from a couple of different articles that we read, but it was mostly personal, our personal feelings, our personal experiences around dating. So what we'll do right now is kind of give you some of the tips that we got from the articles, as well as we'll interject some of our personal experiences. So 9 dating habits of people who find the relationship they want. And this comes from bustle.com. The first one was they don't look for someone to complete them. Yeah, that's a big no.
Amen.
More so, you look for someone that compliments you, someone that supports you, someone that causes you to stretch yourself, to be the best version of you,
Amen.
and likewise.
Someone that you do not. Someone, let's put it for one for better term. Someone that don't need you but wants you. Or
Like
wants to
that.
be around you and likes you,
Yes.
but don't need you.
And make them feel alive.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that would be really nice.
Next,
Now,
do you
okay,
know?
Number two. Number two. They trust their intuition. Number 3, they pay attention to how they are treated. So important. If you are with someone and they don't treat you with consideration, they don't treat you nice, they don't take time to make sure that you're okay, how are you being treated?
How are you treating them?
Yes,
Reciprocate.
absolutely. Number 4, they don't rush into relationships.
That's really important.
Remember, just because you buy me a drink don't mean you're my boyfriend.
And ice cream is not enough.
Weeds is not married.
Right. Let's see here. They're not afraid to look thirsty. And this was really interesting to me because to look for a relationship. Who said that is looking thirsty because you want to be in a committed relationship? That's about being honest. And that's about
Explore my options.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about
like that.
starting out the date? I'm dating towards a relationship, a long-term relationship. But for now, I'm having fun. Let's see where it goes.
Absolutely. Yes.
Let's just see.
There's
Let's
nothing
see where
thirsty
it
about
goes.
that.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so either.
So does that from me.
Yeah. Number 6, they practice self-love. Now,
Love
this
this.
is so key.
Mhm.
So
So
key.
important.
Because when you are practicing self-love, then pay attention to how you're treated. You're going to trust your intuition.
Mhm.
And you know better than to look for someone to complete you. So that actually should have been number 1.
That would be good.
Because self-love is the first love.
What
The best love.
Terry call it the effable love?
Uneffable.
Uneffable love.
Okay, number 7, they're content being single. So it is not,
Taboo.
it's not a reason to be depressed. It is not the end of the world. Yes, you want to be in a relationship, preferably. However, you're okay with being single. You know that there is power in your choice to be
Mhm.
single.
And it's a
Alone,
choice
but
that
not lonely.
That's right, absolutely.
Amen.
And so number 8, they stick to their deal breakers.
please stick to the deal breakers.
Mhm.
And you have to know what those deal breakers are for yourself, whether you're starting them in the beginning. It may be just a phone conversation at first before you start even seeing this particular person. You may figure out what those deal breakers are and don't give in.
Absolutely.
Don't give in. Don't compromise
Absolutely.
on your deal breakers.
Let me share one of my deal breakers. My second conversation with a young man, and I said, "Well, what do you do?" "Oh, I'm on he's on sick leave, on what do you call it? when you're-
Disability.
Disability." I said, and he's young, was a young man too, and he had disability. You don't have phone conversation and tell somebody you're on disability. That was about 8 years ago. And 8 years younger. I don't want somebody on disability.
Deal breaker.
That was a don't tell me that. Let's have our date and then say, well, all right, I'm on disability, but over the phone is already at this time. Maybe disability and all you're doing is mowing lawn, which is a career, but you're on disability. It's not a good thing.
That's her deal breaker.
That's her deal breaker.
Mhm.
Okay, so she
And
honored it.
Mhm.
It will be different for every person, but if you don't know what the deal breaker is, it's a little bit different. What you find out as you develop the relationship, as you're talking with one another, what your deal breaker is. For everybody, it's going to be, different. Being abusive, verbally, mentally, physically. I don't know.
To me, that's abusing me. That's abusing me. Some people will take it. So when I called him back, he said, "Wow." I said, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry."
But were you really sorry? No, you were honored.
No, I'm sorry that he felt, I'm honoring me. I didn't never call him back, but I'm sorry he felt, wow. He said it like he wasn't expecting that.
I'm sure he wasn't. He wasn't.
So I'm sorry that you wasn't expecting that, but this is not something that you're going to I am not going into a relationship because I am dating for my prospective end. So I'm not going into a relationship with somebody who is disabled. That means at the end of that relationship, it will be disabled. No.
Not to
But
say.
right, so you were
something else.
assuming that he was going to be.
No. I'm not going to date you if you're disabled. If you tell me that you're on,
you've accepted that lot.
And then I'm going through, and then I might find, oh well, he disabled, but he laughed, right? Oh, he disabled, but he opened the door for me. No, I'm gonna cut it off right here.
But I've seen disabled people who live very full lives. They're just disabled because it could have been a car accident,
Right, I was gonna say, normally it's
they got
temporary.
injured at work,
temporary.
and now they don't have the full use of, maybe a leg or arms or whatever. But they're competing in triathlons and just living full lives. They're business owners. They're everything.
But we're getting two words mixing up: disability.
But it sounds like what you're saying is the man is disabled and all he want to do is sit down and collect his check. And he don't want to do nothing else. Now I wouldn't want somebody like that.
Exactly.
But it's worthy of a conversation.
Yeah.
To know the full story about
The full
what
story.
disability means for an individual. But everybody has to identify what their own personal deal breakers are. Just like you said, that's so important.
You meet somebody and then you said what you didn't sign up for. If you don't sign up for something in a relationship and then it comes, what are you supposed to do? If you didn't sign up for drug abuse or a big fat husband, I mean, you can't divorce the person, which some people do. But some things you didn't sign up for, some things you're not allowing into a relationship. Or you with me, I am not going to put that on somebody. Put certain things on somebody that I'm not allowing for myself. So I'm not going into my relationship with bad debts. That's not what I'm about. I'm not going into my relationship with a whole lot of problems. I'm clearing that up. So I'm not receiving it for myself.
Okay.
So we're going to continue with
The
the list.
list. What was your next list? What was,
The last one, number 9, they're positive.
good. Give
That
me
goes a
some.
long way.
Mhm.
That goes a long way. You have to think about it. If you want to be successful in dating, you have to have a positive perspective with dating. If you have a negative perspective, then you're going to attract a negative relationship. You might even block, right? You might block yourself. Yeah, that's what Dr. K said. You attract what you are, and you might deflect a happiness partner, whatever that is for you, if you're not positive.
Okay, let me read this one. This is what this is saying. It said, don't make assumption. And that would not happen if we ask questions. Right? Making assumption is just looking for trouble, because most assumptions are not the truth. They are just fiction. So you ask questions. And I'm not saying that if I ask you where you're working or what's going, because they could be the fun. Every date don't have to be that desired end. But have fun.
So do you think that with that that particular example, the gentleman who was on disability, did you make assumptions with him, or did you guys have a conversation for you to find out where he was in that disability timing or whatever?
Okay, Terry and I were on an outing, and he approached me. He didn't look disabled. So I'm not saying he's not hurting. So when we having this conversation on the phone, and he said he's off for work on disability, he just works, the way how the conversation was flowing, and he just works with his brother mowing lawns. I said, no, this is not going to work. Okay. If you tell me that you're disabled, one leg is different, a blind person is different, you're blind. And if you have the moxie enough, and I have the moxie enough to say, okay, I'll go on a date with you, I have to deal with that. I have to be comfortable with you blind or with one leg or whatever, which is not a problem for me. But if you, at that point in time, the way how the conversation was flowing, you could tell. I could tell that, no. So I called him back right away. This will not work. Okay. Maybe I made a big error, but
that speaks to what our live audience members said about the energy. Yes. You have to feel the energy. And also, what was it? Number 2 says trust your intuition. So you were trusting your intuition. I was just trying to, get an understanding. And also to give our audience a perspective of when you gave the quote about assumptions, it really, that tied in. It tied in totally to the list. Good stuff.
Don't make assumptions about anyone until you know the facts that they're saying or they're telling you.
But in the end, you still have to trust your intuition, and you feel out the energy. And if something about it don't feel right for you, that's what you go with, right? Good stuff. Interesting. Always interesting. And darling, you had some things that you were sharing from another article.
Yes, it said, do not give too much power to your perfect on paper list. How we have that checklist of things that, these people, whether it's a man or a woman, that they have to check off everything on your list in a positive way. And so, it says that we all have had this checklist that, that we're looking for the perfect partner, and no one is going to probably check off every single thing on your list. So leave the list at home, go on your date, have a good time, just feel this person out, just experience it. Like I said, let the energies flow, see how you feel about the person. Go into the date knowing that there's something you can learn from every person, and see what you can learn about this person. And also to pay attention to how you feel when you're with the person. If you're getting some very negative energy about a person, then you know, just pay attention, just be aware. You know, that goes back to that self-love and, you know, making sure that, you know, you don't like, okay, I know I'm gonna get a free dinner, but I can't stand being with him. Or she get to go to Ruth Chris.
Right, she cute, but
She's
not very bright.
Everything don't go upstairs. The elevator doesn't go up.
Elevator don't go all the way
It
to the
doesn't
top.
always go to the top.
Yeah,
But you can tell that from a conversation.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's on the phone, you can feel the vibes, I think, a little bit more when they're one-on-one in front of you. But it's to have fun.
Right.
And we're only giving out opinions and articles that we have read. But in the end, I always say the power of choice is yours.
Absolutely.
And you're the one that has to be able to make that particular choice and enjoy in the meantime, because I'm going to have some fun. The master.
Just remember, the power is with you.
Yes.
Power is with you. Life is short. Enjoy.
Yes, that's right. Have fun.
You know, like that thing. They always say that. We have to maybe change the way we say some things sometimes. Life doesn't have to be short.
Right.
You know, I want to say life can be very long.
My life is
going to be very long. And it's what you're doing in the meantime with what you have. I don't want to think of it as being on a short basis. I want to think long term here. You know, if I can let it be 300, hey.
Why not?
Why not?
Just enjoy your now. Enjoy
your present. Enjoy your present moments.
Absolutely.
You're creating moments.
That was good. Thank you.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so it's been great. Hopefully, those tips that were shared around healthy dating habits can be helpful to you. Anywhere, you know, pretty much any stage you are in dating or in a relationship, period. This is about healthy relationships, ultimately. And truly, of course, it can help you if you're single. It can help you if you're married. It can help you if you're in a relationship, long term or short term. It's about being healthy.
It is.
You know, and that first inkling, that first intuition, that first is right. Listen to it. That first voice, that first thought, that first, you're right. Follow it.
Your inner voice.
Yes, follow it. It speaks the truth.
So thank you. Thank you as always for joining us here in the Love Healing Room. We invite you to join us every Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on Facebook, or you can dial in to the Love Healing Room at 248-289-5882. Feel free to check out our website. Send us a message if you need one-on-one time in the Love Healing Room, and that's lovehealingroom.com. Or you can send us an email at lovehealingroom@gmail.com. But until next time, remember, like, share, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. But
Blow
yes,
love.
blow love
Blow
up.
love up. That's
And
what
please share. That's how we blow love up, is sharing positive messages from the Love Healing Room.
Amen.
And with that, we're going to say
Namaste. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. Until next time.